Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. What's good? Thank you guys for joining us yet again for another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We're here with you guys in the building. We're your host. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. We're here with you in the building. What's good?
In the flesh. What's up, family? Hope all is well.
Thank you guys for joining us on a Thursday. We appreciate you closing out the week with us. We appreciate it all, man.
We appreciate it all.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody looks amazing. Letting the fam get on in here.
In the digital streets was good.
In the digital streets. Yeah. You know what it is. I saw y'all, a lot of y'all saw my Netflix, the premiere to the Netflix special about the truth about Urban X, you know.
Did me dirty.
Somebody got to tell a story. Well, you can get in front of the camera and tell your piece. That's up to you. I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to speak my truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what's good, everybody? Let's do a quick roll call, and then we're just going to get to some stuff. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right,
I see
so
Jersey
I see,
in
New
the
Haven.
building. Newark.
Newark. Freeport.
Newark.
Philly in here. What's good, young bull? What's good?
Yes.
Philly has a real distinct, just like attitude and style. Like I'm in Delaware, so I see a lot of it. You know
Thank you for the super chat.
We appreciate that. Sacramento, Raleigh, Paris. Nice.
Potty.
Vegas in the building. What's good?
Potty in the building.
All right.
Come on, Malcolm, get your energy
NYC,
up. Let's go.
I'm ready. All right, I'm ready. All right, let's get to it. Hit the button.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right, people, we're here. Well, tomorrow starts it. The Jay-Z's comeback. It starts tomorrow. The New York shows. All right. A whole weekend at Yankee Stadium in the Boogie Down Bronx, where I'm from, where Dot is from, where hip hop started. I don't care what none of you people say.
Yeah.
I don't care what documentaries you watched. I don't care what TikTok video you watched. Started in the Boogie Down.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Feel me? But all right, so we talked about this when Jay-Z had his New York Times sit down article, and he said, I'm on an offensive this year. We knew he was going to come out blitzing, and he has, right? When he announced this, he did the Roots picnic stuff. He did this, and he has a bunch of announcements happening at the same time. And this comes up on the heels because Diddy had a rough few years, right?
Yeah.
And then Diddy's name and Jay-Z's name were synonymous. I don't care what nobody wants to say. I don't care how they want to rewrite history.
Right.
They've always kind of been right there, especially when you talk about hip hop. You talk about New York hip hop. They've been right there. We saw the Rock Nation brunches. We saw the quote unquote Black excellence. We saw the billionaire race. We saw it all.
Yes.
Right. So as Diddy is on the decline, there have been whispers about Jay-Z's involvement in a lot of different things. His team has been quiet. They said, all will be revealed and stuff like that. So now he's out in the public, and tomorrow kind of continues, I guess, that rollout. I don't know if he has an album coming. I don't know what that looks like, but tomorrow starts. It is the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt and the 25-year anniversary of The Blueprint. Right, I would say two of his biggest albums.
Yes.
So a lot of people are anticipating what's going to happen. They think the Roots freestyle, as he was dissing people, he was calling people out, was a prelude to what tomorrow and this weekend might be, as far as calling people out, creating a moment. I think even Charlamagne the God said he needs another takeover moment, because
a Summer Jam stage moment, right? So I'm curious, but at the same time, when we talked about this before we even came on tonight, there seems to, at the same time he has these moves that he's trying to make, there seems to be a counter announcement every 3 days to counter, what he's trying to do. So today, as a matter of fact, Block Inc., if you guys know what that is, Block is the company that Jay-Z sold Tidal to Jack Dorsey, who was the owner of Twitter. And they just lost a lawsuit. They have to pay 46 states, I think $45 million, because of how they handled fraud and things like that on Cash App. And Jay-Z is a board member to that, right? Mm-hmm. There's things about Charlamagne. He's connected to Charlamagne and Rock Nation. There's a bunch of negative press about Rock Nation going on. There's a lot of artists speaking out against Rock Nation, speaking out against Jay-Z. There's a lot happening, and this is not a clean runway, I would say, to whatever he's trying to do, or to whatever narratives he's trying to squash. This is not really the cleanest runway, and I'm curious to see how this is going to shake. I actually didn't even want to talk about it because I wanted to see how it's going to go down, but we can talk about it in the sense of what we assume or what we anticipate will happen. How about you? Yeah, and because it's news right now. The city is buzzing. I will say that New York City is buzzing. He has the pop-up shop in a spot that was a monumental donut shop, Crown Donuts, on 161st Street. So it's the pop-up shop. The lines look pretty long. The merchandise is a whole catalog of merch that looks good. Directly across the street is a club called The Dugout. I did my first book signing ever at that club. Well, they expanded the club. They opened up the back now. I think they have new owners, still black people. They'll be doing the official after parties. It's directly across the street, and that spot can hold 1,000 people. It's humongous. That looks good. We know he lost the casino bid, which was going to put him way over the top. He had a marijuana company I don't hear nothing else about. That didn't go too well. Of course, the block situation, among the other series of things. But now he's on the offensive. I like the rollout so far. You know what I mean? And I think getting on the stage and doing what he does best. See, because you can run, but you can't hide. We know for years he tried to distance himself from hip-hop. You can say what you want to say for a number of reasons. Because he wanted to be taken more as a businessman and mingle in circles with those who really don't respect hip-hop. But when your foundation is hip-hop, you always have to come back around to the foundation. And this is where I think he missed the tag.
not being a part of the 50th anniversary of hip hop. That was huge from a PR perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like getting out, paying homage to the ones who came before you when it was on the national stage, per se. And like I said, I think his approach is a little old school now in terms of exclusivity, when in the social media era, you have to be available. He should have a social media account. Like you said, he should do Drink Champs, Joe Budden. He should go down the line and demonstrate that he's normal folk. Look what Byron Allen did when he had to raise that money and raise awareness. That is his name, Byron Allen, right? He got on Breakfast Club and rolled up his sleeves and talked regular folk stuff. And it's important because you have to be accessible to the people so that they can believe that you are one of them, per se. Yeah. And so he's dropped the ball in a lot of that sense of using the old template that, you know, Prince would use, Michael Jackson, Madonna. You know, you don't see them, but when you see them, it adds value to the presence. And so now he's on the offensive. And
I think when it happens at one time, it has a different effect, because now it, to me, looks desperate.
Right now,
it looks like
I agree. You can't do it now because you missed the tag. Had you gradually been doing it, because now it looks like it's phony. It's not authentic. Authenticity, we're in the phase and stage of authenticity. And so people want to see the real you and you know, things of that nature. And reasonable doubt, we can write revisitive history all we want. It came out the gate very slow. 47,000 copies sold the first week. And then it grew. But that's not uncommon in the era where that's the way hip hop did its thing. Yeah. You started low and you gradually built with, you know, number 4 with a bullet. I used to watch album, oh, he number 17 with a bullet. And then the next week, he number 12. And then you make number 1. And then the industry kicked in and Clive and his boys and them, and they could buy the number 1 spot, buy a bunch of albums up, because then it became a race war between other labels to see who would capitalize on black culture. You know what I mean? And Jay-Z was a part of that. Diddy was a part of that. You know what I mean? Russell was a part of that, you know?
So, and then at the same time, again, the same time where there's positive press and there's negative press, the hits like right back. The New York Post just ran a story today and said that the ticket prices are dropping because he can't sell out. Yes. Now, when has that been a story? Like in New York City, he can't sell out. I remember when he got on, I think Angie Martinez's show, bought out the entire
commercial block. Yeah.
Bought the entire commercial block and then sold out, I think, the Garden or something like that. Like I remember like those moments. And because it seems like he can't catch a moment like that anymore, he's actually putting, and I don't know if this is like being dramatic, but he's actually putting his legacy at stake this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's kind of pushing chips to the table
and saying yes.
Like to say like he's still that guy and he will forever be that, because now you just watch Drake put out 3 albums and there's people saying it came and went. That Iceman is still charting, right? Yes. And then there's still songs that are charting. And then he did that after a 2-year getting smoked, right? Getting smoked and stomped on, and he was able to come back out. Now, Jay-Z is always seen, and and he did a lot of work on his reputation, and he did a lot of work in the industry to kind of caress that reputation. He's always been seen as like the elder statesman, like everybody just moves out the way when Jay comes. And
Right.
if the guy, and we always talk about like, Drake, Kendrick, but I've always believed that the war has been between Drake and Jay-Z. And you can go back to some of the first videos we've done on the channel, and I've talked about that. I've always believed it's been those two. And people believe that the Kendrick thing, the Pusha thing, the Meek thing has always been, it was was kind of, I don't want to say the word, but it's always kind of been run by Jay-Z. Like he's pulling the strings.
Yeah, he's running the interference.
Right. So if he comes out, doesn't sell out, the vinyls, like the Reasonable Doubt re-release did 29,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it did 29,000. Yeah.
I'm seeing videos on TikTok of the vinyls still in full stock in Target, right? I'm seeing, things of that nature. Like if he comes out and it's a dud, not by my standards or your standards, if that makes sense, by his standards.
Right.
Right? Of
right.
what
Yeah.
he made the standards to be, that's
Well,
gonna look away.
He's not. It's impossible for him to reach that state again. His problem is he don't know it. And what I mean by that is he is suffering from what all old school legends are suffering from. Remember, Reasonable Doubt was 30 years ago. You have to be at least 45 to really appreciate that era. Because that means when it came out, you was 15 and the gospel of Reasonable Doubt made sense to you, it hit you, and you grew with that from, volume 1, volume 2, blueprint, and on and on and on. Anything younger than that, you don't care. And it's nothing personal. You just don't care about that. So he's relying on his generation to rally around him, right? The way Michael Jordan's generation would rally around him, right? And say, LeBron, you could never be, and let's just use that as reference to Drake. And so he's climbing a mountain he can't climb. Part of the reason when you live in a bubble, and this is what's happening to very rich people, right? So when you live in a bubble and money always comes to you and you're used to having the finer things, when you try to relate to a general audience, you don't know how, right? And so the tickets were overpriced as opposed to saying, these tickets are for my fans. You know what I mean? So you overprice the tickets. I can't afford $600 for a ticket. You overprice a lot of the merchandise, but to you, you think that's keeping it fair.
Yeah.
That means you're out of touch with your audience. Look at what Kanye put out some Yeezys. It was $20, right? Showing his connection, his audience. Watch this. First of all, they said his concert is one of the most amazing spectacles you'll ever see, right? The closer you are to the stage, the worse the tickets are in terms of your view, because he's standing on the world. So the cheaper the ticket, in a weird way, the better the seat. And so I think some of the things Jay-Z and Beyonce have done overall have put them in such a bubble, it's hard to maintain that. Beyonce dropped a song July 4th. And
I don't think I've heard it since.
It's called Morning Dawn or Morning Dew, like Morning Dew Donk. Anyway, usually when she dropped anything new that sounds new, the radio is all over it, and that's not what we're getting. So through no fault of their own, it just may be your time has come, and your time is gone. And we can celebrate.
Happy birthday to Jeffrey.
I'm rooting for him.
Happy birthday to Jeffrey in the
Happy
chat.
birthday, Jeffrey.
We appreciate
38.
you.
It's good age. I'm rooting for him. I know y'all think I'm not, but I am because I don't want to see him fall like that. Come to Yankee Stadium, blow it out. He got London, this and that. But if he think the world is going to stop the way it used to, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. These young people don't care about him. And the people, watch this. It's many people in the South who never respected Jay-Z. People on the West who go, he was never number one out here. I don't know what y'all New York niggas be talking about. Because that's a New York thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as the thing with Diddy, it's interesting to see how this is going to play out. They said Diddy could hit a halfway house very soon. How does he feel? Because like you said, that them two go all the way back. As a matter of fact, the reason Jay-Z got rid of Dame and Biggs, I think, is because he got tired of seeing Diddy's name on the Billboard chart by itself. Diddy worth 70 million, 80 million, 100 million. And Jay looked around like, I'm doing all the goddamn work, even though he wasn't. You know, I think it made it easier. And then he let them jaywalkers come in and do the divide and conquer. You don't need this one. This one's a troublemaker. This is that. Isolate. Then he let Leo Cohen. He became his goyim and learned under him, and the rest is what it is. So let's just go see, you know, if he's out of touch, because somebody tried to sell me a few tickets, but their tickets was bad. You know, I'm like, even come on, I can't sit with regular folk. I can't do that. Shit. You know. So, you know, we'll see.
Did you hear Funk Flex on the radio?
Yes.
This week. He was mostly going as Charlamagne, but Funk Flex and Jay-Z have always had a really odd relationship. And I think more so than anybody else, maybe Dame is right there. Like, he's probably above him on that. But he calls him out a lot.
He does.
And Flex, and for a long time, I thought Flex was barking at the moon, but I didn't realize like how powerful radio still is, right? And being a DJ and being that like the one who can kind of controls and breaks records still is, and Flex is still that person, especially at Hot 97. So he got up there the other day, went in on Charlamagne for being, you know, an employee of Rock Nation, went in on Jay-Z and Rock Nation for paying for, paying for people's opinions, paying people to kind of move stories and create narratives and things like that as well.
And for going at Kaepernick.
And for, you know, doing the Kaepernick, for working with the NFL. And I don't know if you guys peeped today, this broke, that iHeartMedia settled, I think, with the FCC over Payola, right?
Wow.
So that happened today. Let me actually get the story up because I was just like, oh, snap.
Now,
so
let me say this while you're finding the story. When you're a DJ, you know what you're connected to? The people. So while everybody else was leveling up and scaling up, Funk Flex figures something out. You could do this and do that. I'm down here with the people. I know it's annoying. Yeah, Flux, man. He dropping bombs every, you know. I get it. But you know, he stayed connected to the people. And that means he will always have a job as long as DJing is around. And he's expanded. He's got his card thing and some other things. And he's connected and unified with a bunch of DJs around the planet now. So wherever they go, they look out for each other. Jay-Z don't have that kind of carte blanche because he's distanced himself and wants to be more in the corporate realm and hope that these white people forget where he came from. But you wrote the song, Rich nigga, poor nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga. That's your words. And so that will always be in the forefront of it.
So I found the story. It's a variety story. It's iHeartMedia. I'm quoting iHeartMedia. The largest owner of radio stations in the U.S. agreed to enter a consent decree with the FCC to settle a probe the agency launched last year into iHeart's media compliance with federal rules prohibiting specific form of payola dubbed Showola. That's what it says, which involves radio stations pressuring artists to perform as station hosted music shows, festivals for free, for free or reduced payment in exchange for more favorable for their songs. So
Showola means I need you to do show for pay, right? Meaning,
yes,
if you don't perform for Summer Jam, we won't play your records. And so you're forced in a position where you normally could have made 60, 70 grand, whatever. You forfeit that for the promotion of the station. And that is a violation of a number of things, but that's normal industry stuff. That's how industries use leverage. Look, Wu-Tang Clan went to Summer Jam and said, F Hot 97. And you know they never played another one of their records for 10 years straight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
10 years. And Hot 97 is still the heartbeat of the world of urban music. Not iHeart and all of them. It's still Hot 97. Flex knows that, right? Yeah. And if they stop playing your records, that's your ass. I even thought...
There's a few... Go ahead. I was going to say, there's a few terms I didn't realize. Like, there's Payola, Showola. There's one called Plugola, right? So that's what Envy was doing with the Caesar guy, right? And that's what they are also accusing with the casino. Like,
Charlamagne.
So you're plugging...
Yes.
You're plugging something, and you're not disclosing that you're actually an investor on it and you're actually getting a financial gain from it, but you could just kind of talk about it because, you know, you're on the radio, you do have access to millions of listeners and stuff like that. So that's another one.
Interesting. Yes. Yep. So interesting stuff. We'll see how the weekend turn out because the people will talk. If it's amazing, well, listen, you're going to have a hard time catching Kanye with your show, but if you put on a great show, and I hope he don't do a Summer Jam screen thing and go at them young boys, because them young boys got an army, bro. You know what I mean? It's their time. It's just their time. I wish LeBron would just retire. Dude, you've had your moment.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want him to manufacture a moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like the freestyle, I think it was the best example of that.
Yes.
It just didn't hit and everybody ignored him. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody he got out a few people, but the big names ignored him. They just okay.
Yeah.
Right? And don't do that Yankee Stadium. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Even I don't know if you saw in the chat if y'all could if y'all know the song, but Boosie dissed him recently too.
Well, he talked about his son. He said, "Come on, man. That boy look just like you, man. Come on, man. You're not gonna claim your son. Come on,
Come on, dog.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You know. So yeah, people are not afraid when he walk in a room no more. And the first person I ever heard get at him like that was Funkmaster Flex, and that was about 8-9 years ago. He was like, "Who do you think you are, son? This ain't 96.
Your website is trash.
Your website is trash, son." And he said he calling me now. He gonna use capital letters like this is HOV. Like what that mean to me, son? Yeah, he just went off. I was like, yeesh.
Yeah, I remember.
Anywho, again, I'm not rooting against him to be successful, regardless of what a lot of you people think. I just don't want him to embarrass himself, because when your time comes and goes, and that's in sports, acting, music, fashion, it's just somebody else's time to shine. And, you know, we got to step aside.
We'll see.
You know?
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
This has nothing to do with nothing, but they caught my man on the commercial flight.
Oh, yeah.
They caught my man
Pusha
on the
T.
commercial flight.
And what's the bars? Drake got the bars. If you see me...
If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Bet you I know who I see.
Wow.
Jesus.
If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Bet you I know who I see. That's the second person now. He done called Rick Ross, and now Pusha T, looking all studious. And now listen. It's you damn right it's expensive. But when you talking all this cocaine talk and you moving bricks and money is never an issue or a thing, and you getting it, and you sitting next to me, if I look up and see this nigga sitting next to me, well, to his defense, because, you know, I splurge on the extra foot area. I told you. I be feeling like I'm damn near in first class. I'm swinging my legs and shit. As people walk by, I make eye contact with you like, you made a fucked up decision, son.
You better go to
way
32F.
There.
You better go to 32F.
You better, shit, put that other $52 up and stop bullshitting. So I almost feel rich, you know. But if I look over and see this nigga next to me, bro, that you, me, Social Security, me, you.
And the thing is, as you said, flying private all the time is got to be expensive as hell. But it just hits different. Rich and I'm broke talk. Like, you get at your listeners for being broke, and I love Pusha. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, God.
It's
damn,
bad.
Bro. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure he probably in first class or something, maybe.
I was on the same flight with Jermaine Dupri one time, but he don't talk like he's flying private all the time, does he?
Right,
I don't get that from him. But I didn't realize how little he was either. That bugged me out.
Yeah, he is a little dude.
That bugged me out. I was just like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah. I'm pretty sure he still had a first class seat wherever he was. But if I look over and see that nigga next to me, bro, you gonna get a handful the whole ride.
Speaking of rap, people flying commercial, Floyd Mayweather might be flying commercial real
Ouch.
soon. Bro.
Ouch.
It's like watching, you ever watch an old person fall? And they fall in like 6 parts. It falls like real slow, but it's a violent.
Yes.
Part looks like it hurts, and that's
on the way
happening
down
with him. Like every story, every like a clip of him, and he's still talking like he still got it. Like, and they're canceling fights. And I watched a few different videos on YouTube. And they kind of just broke down his finances really like rudimentary. And he needed these fights to pay for the other fights, to pay for other stuff. And what happened was, and this happens to a lot of people, and this happens to a lot of like our famous people. There comes a moment, and it's happened to Diddy, right? There comes a moment where you're at your weakest and they pounce. So there were people that he gave bad checks to. There were people that he didn't pay loans back on, and they were just kind of holding and sitting and waiting on it. And then now everybody's coming and collect at the same time. Everybody's going to the police at the same time. So he's getting sued left and right. And it just it happens. It doesn't happen at all. Then it just happens all at once. And it's like, God.
Yeah. It becomes a tough sight to see, to go, damn, bro. But, you know, living above our means, right? Because what you're going to find out, a lot of these actors And a lot of these people just don't have it like that no more because of the shift in the industry and the way things are done, where social media is eating up a lot of commerce, and it's a lot of different aspects to it. And so,
but the thing is, now with podcasting, content creation, and things like that, there are a lot of different actors, rappers, content creators, business owners who give the real, who talk about the real, and who talk about, I was out of work because I could not get another role. Or I was doing this movie, it got shut down. I was on this show, it got canceled. Or business owners, we talk about it as well here. Like, it's not what it looks like. It is a very difficult thing. I had to go back to work. Like, I had to go get a job again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's actors who live paycheck to paycheck, but it's just a bigger check at one time. So you're not seeing it. Doesn't. It's hard for you to kind of resonate with it as well, because you might be thinking, I'm making only 70 a year. I'm making 50 a year. They're making 200 a year. But if that job that they have stops, they're asked out too.
And
you get what I'm saying?
The means by which they live, they could be making $400,000 and be broke because of the homes and what it takes to maintain. Mayweather's life is a Ponzi scheme now. Meaning he got to keep working to pay the current, people he owe off, in hopes that it trickles down to the people he been owing money to. And so he got to take the new people money and give it to the old people and then try to fight and create more money. And so his life now is a Ponzi scheme, because that's the definition of a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
right.
It's really, really a thing to just kind of watch. Like, one of my favorite things to see now is athletes get on podcasts and talk about how $100 million ain't no money. Now, we could talk about perspective here, right?
Right.
So when we talk about changing infrastructure, changing laws, building schools, stuff like that, building hospitals, supermarkets.
Yeah.
$100 million is not a lot of money.
Right.
Right? And we have to talk about, but as far as personal wealth, you earned this playing a game.
Right.
You say $100 million is not a lot of money because you're trying to,
what you're doing? Listen, that's the black person template. We got to floss on other black people. And let me tell you, I'm a Generation X baby, right? None of us knew we were poor. And I know that sounds crazy, right? What do you mean y'all didn't know y'all was poor? Because everybody just had the same thing. Or we shared and we bartered. If I had money for pizza, we went and slit the pizza down the middle. We had quarter water, potato chips. We went to the neighbor's house with a note. Everybody, right? And it just was what it was. We all went to free lunch. You know what I mean? We all had summer youth jobs. And, it wasn't until the rappers, being honest, because even the athletes at that time, you knew they were rich, but they weren't flossing on you. When the rappers got on, follow me now for the ones who old enough, and Braggadocio became a part of the rap. I make more money than you, I do this, that we began to look at like, wow. And then the economic situation became a little bit more clearer by the fact that these young kids, LL Cool J said, I get 6 G's for 20 minutes is the pay I earn. He said that shit in 86 or something. When he said that, I couldn't even fathom what the hell he was talking about. Right? UTFO. I knew one of the producers who produced some of the UTFO stuff. And he said, they were saying, yo, I'm making more than my father make. Right? And that was 84, 85, UTFO. Yeah. Right? And so the economic stuff began to switch. And giving a kid a loaded gun, because that's what you do when you give money, that kind of money, to a kid, right? Who been poor his whole life, and doesn't understand economics. And so a new generation, and then the drug dealer. The drug dealer used to be quiet. He might have drove something a little smooth, but he wasn't saying, yo, I'm a drug dealer, right? Drug dealers wanted to be rappers. The rappers wanted to be drug dealers. It created this weird synergy where now you guys were separated from the whole, and all the bullshit started from there. And now, and it reached this apex for me with Blueprint 3.
I got called broke every song. Like every
but
3
that
words
album,
on that album. Yeah.
That album in particular, that was the first time I felt like, God damn.
Yeah,
I'm
was talking about
broke.
Basquiat's and
Yes.
yeah, that's when he really started talking that, like,
You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Realist Lounge in the building. Those are my peoples. I do their podcast from time to time. Now that I'm doing my members only show on Monday, I'm not as available, but I love you guys. I love the energy. So, Matt, let's go to a quick commercial break. We're going to be here for a while. Right. We're going to take 2 commercial breaks. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got a lot of interest in products of people who support us, and we want to give them a little 2-3 minutes to you know, show what they do. All right?
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Every great journey begins with a single note. For months, we've been crafting something timeless. Stories of awakening, love, resilience, and returning to the light. Join me for my debut album. This is not just music, it's an experience. Welcome home, Yogi J.
We were young once, with plans of world domination. But our eyes are different now, befuddled by the trick of a carrot and a stick, spun by a wink and a nod. Yes, I remember. We were all young once. Yeah, I remember. Oh, we were all young once. Yeah, yes, I remember. We were all young. We were all young. We were all young. Don't you know it? We were all young once.
And we're back. Shout out.
Back. Thank you guys.
Yogi G. I know it seemed like the commercial was low. He's just a smooth dude, bro. The Quiet Storm. This is Yogi G bringing you the hits from the 70s. Get on down. So I am Yogi G. Is his YouTube channel. Go sign up. This is his new album. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like it's going to be real smooth, energetic, powerful. And of course, my man Ken Taylor, Circling Through Life or _life is his YouTube channel. And he's just an amazing artist overall. And you know how I feel about formulating vibes. You know what I mean? Steve and Tabalik doing their thing. And this is a part of our morning meetup crew, and they're expanding and growing their businesses. And we want to help, and we want you to support, and we want you to help. You know what I mean? Side note,
Absolutely.
Professor Griff is still raising money for his documentary. He has a small trailer out now that's powerful, and he's raising funds to do his thing, for his documentary, telling his story. Malcolm, I need to go on a small rant real quick. Are you all right?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Huh?
I said all right.
All right. I wanted to say this. I'm from Generation X. So as we said, right? When I hear what young people are facing today, I don't understand it. And I'm being honest. What I mean by that is, if your father fought in the Vietnam War or was in the civil rights movement and was in enemy territory fighting for their life, then had to come home, get a job, raise the family, and you tell them you having a hard time making friends, your parents will look at you like you're crazy. All right?
Okay.
So what I mean by that is, it's not that we don't have sympathy for you. It's just that what you're calling hard, a lot of the future generations was nowhere near hard. And we may come across as harsh. I'm asking young people to give older people grace. Because if we grew up with mayonnaise sandwiches, 2 pair of pants, this and that, and then we hear you can't function because the goddamn Wi-Fi is not working and you're about to lose it because somebody online bullying you, it's not that we don't sympathize with it, we can't compute. And I'm asking the elders, the ones who've been through some shit, we got to give this young generation grace because they were not built and cut from the same cloth we were. And I see a lot of the elders who've really been through something talking down to the youth because we can't grasp you was bullied online or the Wi-Fi didn't work or you need a mental day. We just can't grasp it, especially those who were water hosed, beaten, lynched, in the Vietnam War, came home, don't have it all there, but still got to hold the family down, been through a lot of shit. It's a disconnect between us and Gen Z and all this other stuff, but we have to find a way to give each other grace. The ones who are my age and older, we got to go, we have to sympathize. But we need you guys to understand, the younger generation, where we come from. We come from war. You know what I'm saying? We come from poverty, inner city streets, crack era, drug era, heroin era, so much. And not saying that this generation is not, because some of them are facing tough times, but we got to give each other grace. I just wanted to put that out there.
All right, time out. So how you gonna ask us to give you grace and then you diss us through the entire thing? Now, I am turning 33 this year, guys. So I am in that in-between era, right? So I remember the world without the internet, and I am currently in the world with how thing goes. Mm-hmm. So this is what I would say. I would say when you know better, you do better, right? Okay. So I personally don't like judging people for what they did not know. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'll say that, right? So it's hard to, and then you can't, I think it's tough to compare the reality that you're in. This is all you know, right? So younger kids, this is all they know. So you talk about Wi-Fi, I don't know, Odyssey got you mad or something. I don't know. No. I don't know if she brought this on. But as you talked about, you lived through the crack era, heroin era, and things like that. In 2026, the equivalent to that affecting brains and actual brain function is this today. Right? Mm-hmm. This is actual crack and heroin of this era in kids' pocket all day long. So they're kids whose brains literally can't function without their phone, because it does something, and that's what social media does. So we talk about online bullying, we talk about these things, and you might look at it as like, what the hell, just turn your phone off. They can't, right? And that's, so there is the disconnect. So I think there's grace to be given on both sides. I truly do. I know. I'm just kind of responding here, right? I would also say is, yes, you are right as well. There are some, I would say there's some flat differences, right? So I don't know what it's like to come home from war and not be able to get a job. I don't know what that's like. Like I truly don't. But I also don't know what it's like to be able to go to college for $30 a semester. You get what I'm saying? So I'm in crippling debt. Like, my generation is in crippling debt when there are generations before me who went to college for damn near free, and then are able, and then wag their finger at my generation like I had it easy, right?
And they can afford a house for $30,000.
Right? There are people in my generation who will never be able to afford a house the way things are and where things now. So they're not able to build wealth. They're not able to have big families. They're not able to even provide if they wanted to, right? Like the men, back in the day, they were able to take care of the entire family and a secret family down the road with one salary from the plant, right? That is not the thing now. So I also think, and that's why I think this podcast has always been important, because we're able to kind of just bridge the gap, and that's what this podcast was started for. I think so I was joking about dissing us, but I do think there is some there, because there is some just flat out differences that I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what it's like. But now I'd say, like you said something about the mental health days and stuff like that, and I think like your generation probably could have used some mental health days. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our generation, because we have it now, we shouldn't be punished for it. We shouldn't be looked down or looked soft for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had uncles back in the day that were probably weird, that were lining up all of their things in color order and stuff like that, and didn't realize he was on the spectrum, right? And you just beat your uncle to get through it, and now we have programs, we have ABA programs and stuff like that for kids now who are on the spectrum. So
come on now, Malcolm.
There is a lot of different there is, like, when you know better, you just kind of do better. So knowing, I think, Dad, your rant, you are aware of both generations. You lived through one, you're living through one right now. You are aware of it. I think when it comes to trying to understand it, knowing that you don't understand it is like, was it Socrates? Like, I know that I don't. I know that, like, you guys got it in the quote, but I think that is the superpower now. Like, you understand, I don't get this. I don't think I'll ever get this because I'm not in your shoes, right? But because you are aware of that, you're able to kind of better maneuver, better navigate that. So that's my response to that.
Retort. Great retort. And I'll close it by saying that's why I started with my generation saying we have to, from a perspective standpoint, right? Don't pass our trauma down and don't judge, but know and understand when we hear that there's a problem, what equated to a problem for us is easily solvable for this generation. You know what I mean? Through the programs, through the awareness, through those things when we had to deal with it. So I'm asking my generation, let's give grace to them instead of going, oh, just toughen up, nigga. Sure, you can do better than that, nigga. You do that. I went through. And I'm asking your generation, when the elders come down like that, know where they're coming from. to go.
Okay. I do feel because like there was a saying like early in social media, like we're not our ancestors, right? Like, and I always felt like that was way just kind of like
off base.
One disrespectful,
Yes.
and I always felt like it was like so, like I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for, but it was just like to not to try to judge other people again for what they don't know, right? So you are looking now at the resources and you're trying to apply it to then, and we talk about it in sports. Like you can't apply then to now and now to then. It makes absolutely no sense. So I know for a fact my generation is guilty of judging the past generation. Like how could you not get Uncle so and so help when he was clearly it wasn't clear back then, right?
Yep.
It just wasn't, right? And then my generation is definitely guilty of that because we like to mental health everybody to death, and with a lot of new thought up terms that were created to kind of fit now, and then we try to apply it then. So I absolutely agree that grace needs to be given on both sides, man, for sure. Because Dad, you called me the other day about something on Instagram that was very simple, that I thought was very simple. How don't you know this?
Yes,
how don't you know this?
Right.
But then I, come to you about some, typical dad shit, and you just say, Malcolm, that was stupid. How don't you know this?
Right.
And it's just like, yes, that's what it is.
So
I
agree. So it leads to more open dialogue between young people sharing with them, because young people have been through 9/11, they've been through COVID, they've been through, a few things now which have made them battle tested in their field. And, when you in your 50s and 60s, we've been through more manual, hands-on things. And like somebody said, we were good with our hands. This generation is good with their minds. But also, with that being said, their attack is on the minds of this generation, and they just had to physically slow us down. And, and so the challenges are different.
Yeah, the more the world goes technologically advanced, we have to kind of dumb everything down, bro. Like we have to do things with our hands. We have to make things as real as possible. Like what's his name? That the director of the Terminator. What's his name?
Knowles?
No. Y'all know y'all know who I'm talking about. He's actually re-releasing the Terminator this summer because he said the story is humans win against AI, right? So that's the fight where we're in right now. James Cameron.
Right.
And like it's a fact. Like we have to just kind of get back to the basics with a lot of different stuff, man. Like we have to start like doing math like in our minds again. We have to start like actually doing math without a calculator. Like I'm teaching Noble how to add, like with these little bears things. I'm trying to like put it together for him because the more I every time I see these videos of kids and older, like teenagers, like early 20s, not knowing how to tell time on the analog clock,
right?
That shows you where the world is going.
Absolutely.
Right? Not knowing how to read whatever is on that card, that shows you where the world is going, and it's a scary sight. Thank you for the super chats, people.
Thank you for the super chat, Darius. Thank you again for the Cash App. And Malcolm, let's get back to work.
All right, let's get some more stuff, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Starting stuff. Yo, so the NBA is holding off on Kawhi Leonard's trade to Toronto to after they are done investigating his initial trade with the Clippers.
With the Aspire situation, to bring people up to speed on that, in order to circumvent the salary cap, because every team has a salary cap, they gave him a wink deal and said, all right, we're going to start this plant pottery company, for you, and then we just going to have them cut you checks, and you just got to kind of show up a couple of times, and you'll get your money. And so that's how they was able to get him over to the Clippers. Steve Ballmer's a multi-billionaire, and because he's not used to not being able to spend for what he wants, you know, because of the salary cap and all of this, he found a creative way to do so. He probably wasn't the first to do it, just the first who got caught. And so now that holds up that deal. Interesting.
So he was trying to, because the theory was that he was trying to go back to Toronto, so the investigation, he would be out of America, and the investigation wouldn't catch up to him. Now, because he was like, it felt like he was too willing to go back to Toronto.
I was saying, I'm like, out of all the teams, why he want to go to Toronto?
It felt like he was too willing to go back, and he was like, "Yeah, come on now, like
let's get this done.
Let's do this again." And NBA said, "Whoa,
absolutely,
not so fast." So they have to complete that investigation before he can go.
And it could drop his value, and another team could swoop in and get him for. He could be the. Forget LeBron. LeBron is just jerking off, having masturbation with the attention he's getting from somebody wanting a 42-year-old man at the end of his career. Forget that. Kawhi could shift the power. If all of a sudden that deal is rescinded and he go like to the Knicks or something, or one of these teams that's one piece away and he has to play for the minimum or something. Interesting stuff.
Somebody in the chat asks, go ahead. I don't want. Somebody in the chat asks if this is ruining Kawhi's legacy. I think Kawhi is ruining his legacy.
His uncle ruined his legacy.
Yes,
long time ago.
Because even the deal he had with the shell company, you just had to show up. He wasn't even doing that.
That's my point.
He was
at minimum
he wasn't even going
show up to the shell company. You know?
Show your face, and he wasn't even doing that. He was like, Kawhi comes off like one of those guys that's just like aloof as well. Like, I don't have to do nothing, and you better give me my money. Right. And it might not come across because he's not flashy. He don't do a lot of talking, but the behind the scenes stories, I think, has done a lot of damage to his reputation as well.
And he wound up playing a lot of games last year. I wonder why. And the career high and points and this and that is because he wants one more like Supermax contract, and he has this case coming down the pipe as well. And so it's ironic when he has to play, he plays. When he don't have to play, he hurt.
Yeah.
Malcolm, did you know Jaylen Brown and A.J. Brown are actual cousins?
So when you sent me this, it was crazy because we talked about the dynamics between the trade. One Brown went from Philly to Boston, the other Brown going from Boston to Philly, and come to find out they're cousins. Jesus. I didn't think you were pulling your shoulder out, but I didn't think you was that right either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was,
that wasn't even the angle I'm taking. I'm just surprised. You know what I mean? It's a small world. Yeah. And AJ goes for a J-A or Jalen, first two letters. Anyway, that they get swapped for each other like that, it runs in their DNA in terms of superior athleticism.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, put the camera on Malcolm so I can scratch this itch in my nose.
Jesus.
God.
All right, so
you are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right, so let's get to some more stuff. So they recently approved fantasy college football. So we have fantasy sports where you can kind of draft your own teams, and people have leagues all the time. There's a cash prize at the end. Sometimes you have to pay to enter and stuff like that. Now they're doing it with college football. So with NIL already making with sports betting already won, right? It's already in everything. It's legal. You can sports bet anywhere now. Then NIL, now fantasy football. So you're putting more pressure. There's 2 professional football leagues at this point. There's no amateur. Like high school is amateur now, and that's not even amateur anymore because they're paying high school kids. Like there's no amateur. Probably 37U, right?
Yeah,
that's probably amateur now. But like college football is professional sports now because these kids are making money. They're making colleges money. They're making people money. They're making bettors money. And I feel I see this going bad, man. Like you are putting too much pressure on college kids.
Like you said, these kids are pro now. It's too tempting to not bet. These kids, this is how they make their money now. They don't go out and hustle and mow lawns, and they bet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they take their chances on betting because all they're doing is watching sports anyway. So now, like you said, with the NIL, the pro league, now you're doing this in college. This whole thing is rigged. And we're gonna talk about now they're admitting that they're putting magnetic strips in the basketballs.
What?
Yeah, put up. They're admitting now, and they're using it in the Vegas Summer League. It's supposed to help the referees with out of bounds, like who touched the ball last.
Oh no!
But what they're telling you is, what I've been saying for years when I was pulling my shoulder out. It's already a goddamn magnets in the damn ball. Ain't no listen. I like
Curry's
Steph Curry.
records, man.
Listen. That shot Dame Lillard hit over Paul George went like this. And then that shit drifted back over into the basket. I said, no goddamn way. They're not leaving nothing to chance. Read it. They're telling you. We're doing this to improve the game. They telling on themselves. Magnetic strips. And they said it's not going to change the weight of the ball or the composition.
Man, you was right again. Oh my God, you are 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
That's crazy because you definitely said that. Like when Steph Curry started going on that run,
I said no. I said it's impossible. He was like, putting them shits up, not even looking. Like, huh? And I'm like, you know what? No. Meanwhile, other niggas is like, look at Kawhi Leonard's shot. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, nah. Ball don't bounce like that. Playing ball my whole goddamn life. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Sorry. They not leaving nothing to chance. Same with soccer. These games are all rigged. Have fun with it. Have fun. But don't tell me you did. Because some of them shots, listen, I don't care, but listen, they did it for Steph Curry because they had to lower the bar so that average kids can feel like they got a shot. You don't have to be 6'8", 6'9" no more. You could just have a wetter and then be able to assist in, because listen, one game, listen, watch this. Now you call me conspiracy theorist. Houston Rockets was kicking Golden State's ass one year. They had them on the ropes.
I remember.
Chris Paul goes down as usual. These niggas missed 27 threes in a row.
I remember.
In a row.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. 27. 27. The greatest shooters in the world. Nah, son. Nah. So I'm just going to put it out there. Something's up. But now they telling you, it's like just in case they get caught and somebody, because they never give you that game ball. You know, they always throw you basketball, you got to throw that ball back. Baseball, you can keep it. Even in football, them damn uprights shit. I see a nigga, I said, there's no way he can miss this kick.
It was at an
Eli
angle,
won't
you know what I
miss
mean?
this goddamn kick. This is easy. And the shit just boink off. Get the fuck out of here. Nah. Nope. It's under entertainment, not sports. Right? Asham, exactly. For that reason. That's why they call it that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Side note, Malk. The latest in the Big Tigger situation.
Oh, Jesus.
Right?
Jesus.
First of all, the internet is undefeated. All right?
Oh, my God. Okay.
And he was fighting for his phone. And oh my God, people got on the internet, made all these memes. First of all, fellas, let me just say this. If you gotta fight for your phone like that, just give up, bro. You caught.
Yeah.
She's got the evidence.
Yeah.
It's in her possession.
So,
right?
And I have a theory.
I got a theory too. Shit.
Yeah.
Probably the same theory.
Yeah. Because at a certain point, it's just like, all right, you know,
I'm busted.
You chalk it up, right? But if it's something you really don't
Son,
want,
like if I'm fighting for my phone like that, where I'm almost choking you out, give me a fucking phone, bitch. That means there's something on there I really don't want you to see. Cause I'm PRMP. You like, okay, well, why is she ass naked?
Right.
I mean, you know, whatever. Right?
Yeah,
You can deal
right?
with that.
You gotta keep
I
it
can't
playing.
deal with my wife scrolling left and going, ah, shit.
Yeah. Right.
This
Mr.
nigga's
Tigger.
got my husband bent over. This shit is bad. This shit is bad. And that's what made that dude, it's a dude who killed his whole family. He killed his mother, his baby mother, the side chick, everybody. And then he got into a shootout with the police. He was going to kill more people. Because she had revealed, you know, nigga, fuck's going on with this shit.
That's not funny, but Jesus.
No, but you know what I mean? So some dudes will protect, and there was another chick on the internet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And she said, by tonight, I'm putting the pictures up. She was dead. Right?
Oh, I did see that. I did see that,
not
yes.
saying that Tigger was fighting that hard.
Yeah.
He was fighting hard. Give me my phone.
This is why I feel like there's something with my theory, because he was fighting for the phone, but not really. Like the video, he didn't like beat her down. If that, then I'd have been like, dog.
But
so she's throwing
remember,
herself on the floor.
Somebody was
and
there
being
going,
dramatic.
"Stop it, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger."
I had to look up if Tigger was his real name, by the way.
Is it?
No, it's not. It's like
I didn't
Darius
think so.
or something. But like the fact that he kept calling Mr. Tigger, like why? Like
So
why?
he had to
Why?
be careful. If it was just them two in there, he might have duffed her out, you know. But in a strange twist of events, they arrest her because she got a warrant because her daughter missing.
So, okay. So remember, she got brought up on stuff because she had left her daughter in a car for like 7 to 8 hours in a freezing, like below freezing temperatures while she went into the casino, right? The judge had granted the baby father full custody. As he's getting ready to receive his daughter back, daughter goes missing. There's rumors that she, because she was driving like a white pickup truck, they said that a white pickup truck picked up her daughter, wasn't seen in like 7 years. He has maintained that she knows exactly where she is. Because I'm thinking, is she dead? Like, what happened? He goes, no, I know for a fact she's alive. I know she knows, the wife knows where she's at. Now, went down a few different TikTok rabbit holes, and this is how I know this stuff. So this is why, and I think she's been like evading law enforcement as a result of this. But I think once the Tigger stuff happened, like the initial claims of abuse happened, I think it kind of drugged everything back up. So she got arrested for the kidnapping warrant, so which is a crazy left turn here. I think Tigger got fired from his radio job.
He did.
As a result.
Damn.
Sad. You know what I mean? Like,
Sad, man. You know?
Hey, yo, listen, people, not just women, people who are willing to burn everything down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You stay away from.
You get with some of these women who willing, they willing to burn it all down. And I'm like, you just messed up the money. We could have resolved that, you know?
Like people, like women who like say they had a baby with a ball player or something like that. And this just might be Malcolm's toxic thoughts. And I'm sorry about this. But what I mean is like they had a baby with a ball player, rapper, whatever, and they're not together. And then they come out with, he was abusing me. So now he's gonna lose all of that money.
Yes.
He's not gonna get an opportunity. He's gonna get cut. He's not gonna sell no more records and stuff like that. You were complaining about child support. You were complaining about, just him. That's gone now, right?
Yes.
So maybe I'm
that's
thinking
burning
too
it all
logical
down.
And yeah, maybe I'm thinking too logical.
What's the
about
football
that.
player Rice played for the Ravens?
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
Yeah.
Okay. His wife spit in his face. He lost it. And he clocked the shit out of her. God damn, it was
That
bad.
crazy. Yeah.
But the cameras was rolling. Right? Now, let me disclaimer. They should have resolved all that shit differently. His response when she spit, which is the nastiest shit you could do, he just clocked her. They may have had other issues, so I'm not supporting or promoting that, but the fact that the camera was rolling, they couldn't even reconcile because they wasn't married at the time. They went and got married.
She got married.
To try to, so he couldn't be charged. Yeah. And the NFL was like, can't have this. Can't have this.
The NFL was willing to kind of let it go, but the video came out. I don't know if it was. They were like, I think they just suspended him for like they suspended him for like 6 games. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
For like 6 games. And then the video dropped and they were just like,
Same thing with Diddy. Diddy stood up there adamantly. I would never do that to Cassie. Then the video came out. The video, you just can't. Yeah. You just, it's like, That's why Jay-Z smart ass, when Solange was going, that nigga knew the camera was on. He was like, get your sister, I will not hit her. If them camera wasn't on, he was like, you little, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And people are saying she had Tigger's phone because she was trying to cash up herself, and that's cute. She trying to see the bank account. That's cute. Mm-hmm. I think it was something else. That's just me, right?
Same.
Yeah,
and that's a shame. Me and you.
But Mal, here's another weird, thing that happened. Terry Crews. He was on a show, and he said he once masturbated for 13 hours straight. And I'm gonna say that again. For even the most professional masturbators, like you got a trophy on your shelf, like I did that shit 4 times in an hour, whatever. 13 hours. First of all, Mal, hear me out. If you let one loose, as soon as it's gone, you go, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? I need to get my life together. This shit, God damn it.
I'm going to church in the morning.
I need to get my life together. I'm going to church first thing in the goddamn morning. Right?
13 hours.
13 hours. Jesus.
But again, we talk about, all right, think about, and I saw somebody talk about this like today, as a matter of fact, in a clip on TikTok. He said, because he was a recovering cocaine addict, and he was talking, and they were talking about corn addiction, because YouTube get funny.
Yeah.
Right? And he said, think about if you were trying to recover from cocaine and you had a bag of cocaine in your pocket all the time. Right? Like just all the time. Like you're trying to recover and it's just there. Right? So every time you feel uncomfortable, anytime you feel stressed, it's there, but you're trying not to do it. with corn addiction, like, it's in your phone. It's right here. And then you got to think, even regular social media that's not overly sexual, it's super sexual, right? Regular social media can be.
Right.
So now, his case, that is an extreme case. And I've heard him talk about that a while back. I think his wife almost left him over it because she would catch him all the time. Like, I've heard him discuss this. So that is tough. I don't know what the context of that interview you watched was, but that is a lot.
13, nigga, that means I could go to sleep, wake up, this nigga still got his binky in his hand, go in the war. Now, that means you are literally fucking stupid. Literally, because you know, all fellas know this. And women just understand. We only have one logic pipeline. Either the logic is here, or the logic is down here. There is no split logic where there's a fight going on between good and evil. You know how many times I done showed up at a chick house, goddamn 2 a.m, kids are running around and shit. Had to bring them little Happy Meals and shit. You go in the bathroom, there's a crinkly towel on the wall. Roaches is in there shooting dice and shit. She ain't got no sheet on the mattress, right? Jesus. And all the logic is there. I must complete the mission now. The minute, fellas, you know I'm telling the truth. The minute it's over, all the logical shit go back upstairs, and you like, what the hell is that smell? God damn, was that your twerking? What the fuck? And yo, everything come back, and you feel it's a long walk home, Mal. Long walk home. But to have my logic shift from here to here to here to here for 13 hours, yo, that is a dangerous, dangerous man.
Yeah, like how though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
how's that even possible?
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, and then there's ejaculation remorse, like we said. Like, Shorty looked beautiful when the logic was here, and I made logical sense of why I'm at her house. And there's flies flying around and shit, and all that shit.
Across town.
Yeah, this all makes sense until the logic returns, and you go, I don't even know where the fuck I am. Many a night, many a night. And for him to sit there watching porn, goddamn. That's
a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yo, so I don't know if you remember, it's a guy. His name is Bryan Johnson. I think he's pretty wealthy dude, white dude, and his whole thing is he's not trying to die.
Okay.
Right? He spends like $2 million a year. He gets his son's blood
transferred into his body. Yes.
Into his body. He announced he's being diagnosed with an autoimmune gastritis, which is a chronic illness, and he's trying to cure it. He quoted that his stomach is eating itself.
Yes.
2 to 5 people of people have it, and apparently it's hard to detect. And the irony is sick. Like, you spend $2 million a year to not die, to become this super optimized human being, and your stomach is eating itself.
Well, for $2 million, he could have got him some straight adrenochrome, and probably.
You were supposed to, Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm just saying, it's probably cheaper than getting your son's blood and putting it in your body, which is similar. But if you're not gonna scare the shit out your son first, hold his ass over a cliff, make you think you're gonna drop his little ass, in which the adrenaline spikes the blood to levels of it being chrome, get it? Adrenochrome, then that's just blood, nigga. You just put that nigga blood in your body for no reason at all. That was the dumbest shit. It'd have been easy to just exercise and jog every day and drink smoothies. Quiet as kept. Because that autoimmune shit is that's different level shit, bro. That's your body fighting against your body.
Yeah, and he don't look healthy. Like
No, he don't.
He don't. He looks like he's doing something like weird to himself, and it's odd.
So I tell people,
Like,
when you go get a transplant, right? It's not your organ. So your body immediately go gang on that shit. They put it in your body like, yo, who this nigga? Why is he here? Let's go attack him. And when it goes to attack, that's why they got you on 25, 30 pills to for you to fool it and fool your body to think this guy's a part of your team. You know what I'm talking about?
now, I want to just say, as soon as you said that, my connection started
Yes,
acting
it
funny.
did. It did. It did. Let's bring
wanna
you
just
back
throw
into
that out
focus.
there.
Breathe.
I want to put that out there.
We'll bring you back in the focus. Back in the focus. Oh, we're going to go to commercial and we'll come back.
Yes,
Let's do that. Yeah.
Jesus.
How about it?
All right.
As a woman of a certain age, there comes a time when our bodies begin to speak, to shift, to change, but not about something that's ending, but about becoming more aware, more attuned, more seasoned, and more aligned with our truth. Women are opening these pages and remembering themselves. This is more than a book. This is a return, a remembrance, a chrysalis opening. Living like a menopause goddess. And this is only the beginning.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, your favorite angel oracle. When was the last time you had a spiritual tune-up or felt truly aligned? All my angel services, whether it's an oracle card reading, chakra balancing session, or even mental healing sessions, are a channel to help provide you assistance on your journey. Whether you're looking for clarity, balance, or just direction, your journey is always evolving with every intentional decision. Connect with me today. Visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to see all services and availability, or call or text me at 786-828-8722. I'm so grateful to continue to be a vessel assisting you on your journey. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
Oh God, I'm still messed up. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. How about I call back in?
Yeah. Put it on me.
How about I do that?
Put it on me for a
Right.
second.
I'll be back.
And Malcolm will call back in. And I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Appreciate it. This is what these conversations need to be more about. Perspective. You know what I mean? Young people, older people perspective, because it's really going to be upon us as a generation to save our babies somehow. But we can't go in planting what we've been through better.
I'm back. Thank you, guys.
We can't go through planting what we've been through onto them. And they can't, have us remove what it is that we've been through. We just got to figure it out, Mal. Figure it out.
Facts. So I just saw a post that Akademiks did a joint together.
Hold on. Say it again. Your mic went.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I good?
Yeah.
I just saw a post. Charlamagne and Akademiks did a sit down, I guess, to hash out their differences, to talk it out.
Okay.
So I'm curious.
I don't know.
Like.
Let me clap to that. At least it's not leading to violence or anything like that.
No, it was about to get like real testy because they were both lobbying some like real accusations against each other. So I'm glad they're sitting down and talking about it, to be honest with you.
At minimum. You know,
minimum.
We got to do better. We got to do better. Yeah.
Let's get to some more stuff, man.
You're listening to the sounds.
Let's get the likes up in here.
Oh yeah, facts.
Please
hit the like button, baby. Hit the like button. Yo, did you what's up with, I don't know if this is true. The Nipsey Hussle estate, they got
yes. They finally got it
for his children
resolved. I'm gonna clap that up because it was in like probate for a while, and that's when like the court is holding it, I guess, to determine and decide who owns it, who doesn't. And so it started out with Black Sam. It was $2 million, and he elevated it to $11 million. And now I believe each one of his children, one from a previous relationship and one with what's her face, and so it belongs to the children now. And I think that's a really great look. I believe if he was still here, he'd be worth 300 million. 400 million with some of the advances that he was doing, scanning QR codes and his vision. And so, but at least his children, and if they put it in some kind of, trust fund where they can only get a little bit at a time, it can last them a lifetime. It really can. So salute to his brother.
6 years ago?
Huh?
7 years ago? Was that 7
I believe
years
so.
ago? God damn.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Been a minute. That's
Jeez. It's been a minute. Yeah. Yep. Malcolm, you look crazy.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
You mentioned the A word, and it started going haywire for me. I just
don't blame it on
put that
that.
out there.
Why wouldn't they do it to me? I mentioned it. I try one more time. Go back. Give me a subject. Try one more time.
All right. Well, talk about Jermaine Dupri suing.
Okay, I'll talk about Jermaine Dupri suing.
I'll be back.
And Malcolm will go and rub his hands together. All right, Jermaine Dupri is suing Sony Music for $18 million past royalties from all of the albums that they put out. What I find interesting about this is him doing this right after Clive Davis died. You know what I mean? So I think there's a connection there where he waited until Clive was out the way, because Clive is the one that really probably owed him the damn $18 million. And so he waited, Malcolm, until Clive Davis died before he came out with this lawsuit. That's what I think.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yep. And you may see more and more people, now that the big bad wolf is gone, you may see more and more people starting to check on their royalties and question the industry,
Yeah, well, I know a lot of rappers, like, now, since they have a better understanding of their contracts, they all go back and look at what they're owed, and they go, yo, bro. When Big Sean was talking about how much he was owed from Good Music,
right,
and Jermaine Dupri, like, he was alleged he wasn't getting paid for Mariah Carey projects,
right?
Like, how many years is that?
Right, exactly.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, and you kind of overlook a lot of that stuff, but then it comes a point where I need my money. That's why you have to pay auditors. You know what I mean?
Daz is on Vlad TV talking about he hasn't been paid from Tupac projects.
Yeah, now that's a little different. That's a little different. Dads are saying
Crazy.
he did a lot of them beats and he won his money. You know what I mean? Because when that money start running low, you start looking around for, who owe you. You know? So
I wonder, like, how, like, and again, how do you go that long? Like, do you just off the strength think like, I'm gonna get the money, or hell no?
Or you so afraid of Clive Davis, you wouldn't dare ask. You know what I mean? Because you could wind up in a bathtub some goddamn where. Hey, have you seen the latest pictures of Brandy?
Okay, so I saw the pictures. There's one that's going around. I think is altered a bit to make her look even a little bit more drained. But just I did see the picture. She does look drained. Like she does look older. She does look a lot slimmer. I'm just trying to, because the last time we saw somebody look sick,
it was
like
Chad
that,
Boseman, and that's why I don't want to tread too far into that. Was she on that Ozempic stuff and all of that? Does anybody know?
I hope not.
Because a lot of these celebrities, they're on that Ozempic stuff, and what they don't realize is there is short-term effects, mid-term effects, and then long-term effects from a lot of this stuff. And you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
When we talk about Ozempic, you don't find it bugged that Serena Williams is such a promoter of it?
I do.
Like, she's on commercials with the needle and stuff. Like, hey guys, this is what I do. I'm just like,
yes.
What the hell?
But when
it's the wildest thing to me.
But when you don't listen to yourself or use your own common sense, and you just do what the celebrities do, pharmaceutical companies are paying her well for that. You know what I mean? Just like they paid them well to get you to take the jibbity jab. You see how many celebrities stepped out and, hey, the science says this, you a goddamn liar. Because there's short-term, mid-term, and long-term effects. And now we're seeing these effects, and it's really, really not a good look. And so I'm hoping it's that and not something cancerous or, maybe, now watch this. Clive Davis is dead. Maybe she's carrying weight from some stuff she know. I don't want to start speculating. All of this is happening right after Clive died. So I don't want to start putting too much speculation on that.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Long as you're picking up what I'm putting down, young man. Long as you're picking up what I'm putting down.
So, in other news, Rory from the Rory Mall podcast, formerly of the Joe Budden podcast, he revealed this week that he had multiple strokes.
Really?
A few weeks ago. Yeah, like he didn't realize what was happening. He thought it was vertigo. And they did a CAT scan and they said like, no, like you experienced strokes, like a few in the past few days.
Wow.
And crazy. And he's 35 years old. I think that's kind of,
that's wild. That's wild.
And he, on the show, he says he wasn't jabbed. I think that was actually a point of contention. One of the points of contention when he was on the Joe Budden podcast, because if you remember, they interviewed Fauci. They had a segment where Fauci was on it, and I think Rory missed that episode. And when he came back, he was just like, I had a lot more questions to ask him about this. This is during the whole jab push.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure he wasn't jabbed, but that's probably just health, like just probably lifestyle choices that had.
Yeah, he might have took that jab, bro. 35 years old,
maybe,
and you having heart problems that he probably never had before. Yeah. Listen, when you introduce something into your body that wasn't there before, the response is you should be able to know. All right, I just ate 2 goddamn hot dogs. I got the shits. That makes sense. If even for something like mini strokes, if you 35 and you've been healthy your whole life, you know, well, let's hope he feels better.
Yeah. And
that's unreal.
I'm speaking on Rory as well. I'm keeping it here. Not about the strokes, but I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and he shouted out Rory. He's like, yo, I want to, I hit him up, told him, Rory, I love you, stuff like that. Joe has been trying to play a divide and conquer game between Rory and Mal for the past, 5 years. Right? Now, I think, because, when they broke up, it was a whole big thing.
Right.
I think Rory is not as mad anymore. It's just kind of like, I moved on. I'm making millions of dollars over here. He's making his money over there. Let it go. I think Mal is still hot about it, and I think Joe is still real more salty at Mal because I think they were friends. They were obviously friends before him and Rory. So for you to take his side is just, I think it's the feelings are still more raw there. But I was watching people say yo, I think they should get back together and stuff like that. I look at them getting back together as I would look at you and my mother getting back together. I don't even know what that even looks like. It doesn't even look right. Yeah, I know. I said, what I mean, it doesn't.
I get it.
It doesn't
I get
even
it.
sound right. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't even. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what that.
Yeah.
So them getting back together, I think is a dumb idea. I hope it never gets to that place.
I don't think it will.
Never ever. I hope not. I hope not.
I don't think it will.
I hope not. I hope not. It's just. It's
But
been
Malcolm,
too
you
long
mentioned something.
for that.
Yo, where's Fauci? Where's Fauci?
Yeah.
He
He
just
got low.
disappeared.
He got
just
low.
Vanished. Gone. Interesting
he got low.
stuff.
Yeah. They were making him man of the year, scientist of the
All
year.
kind of stuff.
They had a documentary on him on Google.
What happened
It was
to 3-Eye Atlas?
a word.
You see?
Yeah.
When I speak of a psyop, I told y'all, it's something that's big, it's here, and then it's just gone. Like it never happened. That's the definition of a psychological operation. They was making like that shit was coming toward Earth, and this shit ain't no media. This shit has human intelligence. That shit just made a left turn. That shit just U-turn and coming back around. That shit just gave us the middle finger. Whoa. They was making it seem like, yo, this shit is, and then nothing. Gone.
Yeah.
See? Fauci, the man of the hour, every moment, man of the year, science, medicine, gone.
Yeah.
In the 80s, when he introduced AZT, and he used your boy Magic Johnson to do it, same operation, then he was gone until this new operation showed up.
That's crazy.
Something to think about.
Yeah, he got low.
Also,
That was crazy.
the shits are going around, Malcolm. They're recalling
yeah,
a
we
lot of
talked about that.
food, like fruits and vegetables. Like, you know, I listen. Whenever they start fucking with the fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
you know something else is going on. That's the one thing you can always go, all right, at least I can eat some fruits and shit. No, they said this shit is giving people the shits, beyond shits.
Well, apparently, they found a few cases in the DMV area from specific farms, and it's that food company. I forget the name, and all the restaurants get their food from that.
Yes.
From this one specific food company. So they're doing a lot of recalls on that. So
Yeah,
I'm
Taco
actually
Bell
here-
had to
I didn't eat
you
Taco
know,
Bell anyway.
say it again?
I said I never ate Taco Bell anyway.
Oh, that's my shit. I go get me a
I remember,
Supreme
like
Crunch,
I remember,
nigga, Supreme Wrap. Nigga.
yeah, like I remember you, the one on Fordham Road. You used to take, like you used to like go, and I'm just like,
I be like, let me get the Supreme Wrap.
You be trying to send me.
I send wifey in there. She be like, I'm not going in there. Like she too good to go in at Taco Bell. She said the floor be greasy in there and shit. You gonna be in there for a few minutes. Get me too.
Not one Mexican in there.
No, it's no. Oh no, it's no Mexican. This ain't real Mexican food. Real Mexican food, you know, you gotta pay extra for that. I can taste the texture of the real Mexican food. When you get like a bean burrito at Taco Bell, it is literally powder mixed with water, and they stir it around, and they throw some fake shreds of cheese on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Cisco Foods.
Cisco Foods. Yeah.
Did you hear about Bill Gates? You talking about Fauci
with the
chickens at his farm?
The generated food?
No.
Fake food?
He did it. It was like a whole landfill of like chickens.
That they dumped. Because they're using the genetically modified shit. So they jump and they're killing the real chickens, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. This is hell.
Coach Wayne sent it. Shouts out to Coach Wayne.
Yeah, this is literally hell that we're in now. Okay? Sodom and Gomorrah.
And we can't do nothing about it. It's crazy.
And what they're gonna do is, Malcolm, they're gonna make it seem like, because first of all, the genetically modified food is everywhere now. They're not wording it that way. You got to turn that package over, and it'll say shit like, engineered or not. They're using real weird words, like nicely prepared chicken and shit, all kind of weird shit, right? Yeah. At some point, they're gonna say, "We're trying to save the planet. We gotta stop killing these animals," and so this genetically modified food is the only way. And I keep telling y'all, when they go underground or off planet, what you gonna do? Are you either gonna eat the slop like in the Matrix that's got all the amino acids, or you're gonna press a button and have whatever you want, and it's all gonna be genetic. They're preparing the people, Malcolm. And this is why we have all these autoimmune diseases and all this crazy shit going on in our bodies, because the food. I told wifey, because I live close to Hasidics, I said, we got to start going and shop with the Hasidics shop. And I told wifey, I said, if you go in there, they're going to think you work for them as just like a house nanny or something. They ain't going to bother you. And you can go get your halal shit and all that shit, just like they eat, because they eating the real shit.
Yeah.
Even in the grocery store, if they ain't got that K on it for kosher, they don't mess with it. So gotta start shopping where they shop. Yeah. And they coming out again with the bio-engineered milks. And this thing is just, it's... Malcolm, it's time for a dad joke, though. It is.
Okay.
All right? A young lady had triplets, Tim, Tom, and Tat. All right? As she was breastfeeding Tim and Tom, she realized she didn't have a tit for tat.
I like it.
You like it? You dig it?
Yeah,
tit for tat?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Don't lose that joke in there. Switch it up a little bit.
Before we get up out of here, I want to remind everybody, Mondays we do a show, podcast just like this, but strictly for the members. Join the membership at urbanx.nyc, right? We got a lot of good stuff in there. It's a lot, and not just the podcast. We got a lot of just stuff. We got courses.
Yeah, we got
a lot of stuff
in there.
It's fire in there. So go check it out. But I wanted to close out tonight from a funny video I saw earlier this week with Whack 100, Brother Jabari.
Oh, and Sadnetta.
Jesus.
I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What? Like, you ever see something come across like your timeline, and then you just kind of go, "Is that what I
who I think. I heard the voice. I was,
Yes.
Is that who I think it is? It absolutely was. Man, that was funny.
And it
What the
was
hell? Like Sanada finds himself in some really interesting places. Like
Yes.
and it's always funnier when I see him like on a timeline because I'm like I've met him, I know him, and people are just like the video with him and Hassan when they talking and Hassan is like I promised myself that I was gonna kill you, and then and then Sanada just like it's okay, brother, like
yes.
Yo. So with Whack 100, I'm just like, when the hell did they meet? Like, how the hell did this conversation even come about?
Yes.
What the hell?
Interesting conversation, and they was about to come to blows.
Now, yo, I want to shout out Jabari brother Jabari, because he was so cool, calm.
He stayed cool, calm, and collective. Yeah.
Gangster. Like, I can't, like, Whack was trying to threaten him, was trying to get up in his face. He was trying to scam, and Jabari was just like, brother, calm. Like,
calm down, brother.
Let's bring it down, brother. Brother, let's. So funny. So and yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Yeah, go check it out, guys. I don't know where it was just on the timeline. Just go check it out.
Yep. Any questions?
Yeah, let's take some questions before we get up out of here, man. It's Thursday. What's going on?
Yeah, it was a shit show.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. What else we got? No, we talked about that. We talked about a lot of stuff today, man.
We did. We got
a lot to it, man. Any questions before we get up out of here? If not, we are getting up out of here.
We are getting up out of here, Malk.
All right.
We put in our work. We've, given you the news of the week that we thought was important.
Somebody said, "Are you still doing the one-on-ones for business?" I've put a pause on that because I just don't have the time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of teaching business right now, I just rather do the business. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing. And if once I get the time again, I'll revisit it, but I just don't have the time. And I want to be able to kind of give a lot of attention to it, but I just don't have the time.
Yes. And with that being said,
all right.
Don't forget share.
To hype the video. Hype
the video. Hype,
right. Subscribe. Tell a friend. We appreciate you for being here. Get your membership. Get the app as well. We're about to start doing some stuff in the app, Urban X Podcast app. We're on Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys later. Who with the World Cup? America is out. I was getting real patriotic for a little second because I thought they had the distance. I thought they was gonna go the distance, but they not. You know what I mean? So I'm out. All right. Peace.